Feels like we've all been given front row seats to a breakup spiraling out of control faster than anyone expected. Remy Ma and Papoose, once celebrated as hip-hop's ultimate power couple, have set fire to the love story that fans admired for years. There's no sugarcoating or PR spin, just raw, unfiltered chaos playing out across social media. For a long time, their relationship symbolized unwavering loyalty. Papoose's devotion while Remy was incarcerated turned him into the poster child for ride-or-die love. But now, the cracks everyone ignored have split wide open. What started as whispers of infidelity has exploded into a full-blown soap opera that everyone's glued to. Rumors about Papoose moving on weren't just idle talk. The new woman in the picture is none other than Claressa Shields, a boxing legend with 2 Olympic gold medals, 13 championship belts, and undisputed titles across 3 weight classes. She's got a biopic coming out this Christmas, but instead of celebrating her career, she's been dragged into this tabloid mess. The drama reportedly hit its peak when Remy allegedly grabbed Papoose's phone while he was asleep, forwarded his text with Claressa to herself, and aired the receipts online. One of her posts read, "Dumb fell asleep on the phone with @Claressa Shields while laying in my house. He refuses to leave." This supposed-to-be world champion boxer got scared and hung up as soon as she heard my voice. "Now I'm telling everything. Oh, and baby girl, you're not the only one." Remy's posts didn't stop there. She framed the situation as betrayal on every front, calling out Claressa and hinting that Papoose's behavior had been shady for a while. It came after months of her being accused of having an affair with Easy the Block captain, a rumor she clearly didn't appreciate being reminded of. Papoose finally broke his silence, accusing Remy of repeated infidelity and calling her a narcissist. He claimed he'd been asking for a divorce for a long time but stayed quiet for their 6-year-old daughter's sake. According Claressa wasn't about to take that lying down. She clapped back, calling Remy's behavior clownish and questioning why someone of her caliber should care about this kind of drama. In one fiery rant, she said, "Y'all think I give a... Listen, I do not give a... It kills me when y'all think because I respond. I care. I'd be bored, needing something to do. I worked out for 2 hours. The rest of my day is free. I'm on an all-fruit detox. Don't think my response means I care, because I don't." To him, Remy's hunger for attention forced his hand. Screenshots of texts between Papoose and Claressa surfaced, showing her urging him to handle his issues with Remy before things got messier. In response, Remy took direct shots at Claressa, writing, "Hey Miss Shields, I'm a one-boyfriend woman, the same way I was a one-husband woman. I'm a good woman, which is why MFs just won't go. And he's never going to buy you anything because he thinks he's the prize." Despite her attempts to shut down the noise, Claressa found herself dragged deeper into the mess as Remy kept firing shots. The internet quickly turned on Remy, with many rallying behind Papoose, seeing him as the loyal man who stood by her through thick and thin, only to be thrown into a social media war he never asked for. After all these years, it seems the fairy tale is officially over. Fans have started calling Remy out, suggesting she may have been the toxic one all along. That man waited for you while you were locked up, something most men wouldn't do. And now he's found someone young, accomplished, and unbothered, one viral comment read. While Papoose isn't exactly blameless, his decision to air dirty laundry added fuel to the fire, turning a personal crisis into a public spectacle. The back and forth feels less like a fight for truth and more like 2 people performing for an audience addicted to scandal. And poor Claressa got caught in the middle of it all. Shields walked into this storm like someone who missed all the warning signs. With her towering accomplishments, 2 Olympic gold medals, 13 championship belts, and undisputed titles across 3 weight classes, it's hard to grasp why she'd entangle herself in this chaos. The internet's collective side-eye is strong, questioning why someone of her stature would risk her hard-earned legacy over a man knee-deep in a tabloid mess. Her biopic drops this Christmas, but instead of celebrating her career-defining achievements, her name is now tied to a saga that feels ripped from a reality TV. Looking ahead, it's hard to imagine any path to redemption for those involved. The bridges aren't just burned, they've been obliterated. What was once a hip-hop fairy tale of loyalty and resilience has morphed into a cautionary tale about how quickly love can sour in the age of instant receipts and public shaming. TV show script. The saddest casualty in all this isn't Shields, Papoose, or even Remy. It's their 6-year-old daughter, an innocent child, now caught in the crossfire of a circus she never asked to join. Her parents' public unraveling, streamed for millions to witness, will likely shadow her for years, in school, online, and in her personal life. No kid deserves that kind of exposure, let alone the emotional fallout that comes with being thrust into the harsh spotlight of social media scandal culture. Meanwhile, Easy the Block captain seems to be lurking on the sidelines, probably questioning every decision that led him here. If the rumors about him and Remy hold even a fraction of truth, he's likely regretting his involvement in this entanglement. His name is now cemented in the drama, making him an unwilling co-star in this unfolding soap opera. But let's be real, this isn't just about Remy, Papoose, or Clarissa. It's a case study in how social media takes private pain and spins it into public spectacle. Once, their love story inspired admiration. Now, it's a ticking time bomb detonating in real time. And about Remy, there's no sugarcoating it. Her actions scream textbook narcissism. She was out there playing both sides, attending rap battles with Easy while Papoose was quietly holding down the home front. The battle rap community knew, but kept quiet out of respect, until now. Papoose finally broke his silence, setting the record straight and shedding his silent sufferer persona. His message was clear. Loyalty only stretches so far. For a man who stood by Remy through her prison sentence, a rarity in today's world, his breaking point feels inevitable. Loyalty shouldn't be a life sentence, especially when it's one-sided. If anything, Papoose's decision to move on is less about revenge and more about reclaiming his self-worth. Yet, even Papoose isn't blameless. Engaging in a public back and forth, no matter how justified, has only added fuel to the fire. The drama no longer feels like a search for closure, but a competition for public sympathy, with both sides playing to an audience that thrives on spectacle. As for Shields, she's used to fighting battles, but this one might be too messy even for her. With a career still soaring and a legacy to protect, she'd be wise to exit this narrative before it drags her further down. No championship belt is worth sacrificing her hard-earned respect in the sports world. Meanwhile, the internet, the true winner in all this, continues to feast. Memes, reaction videos, and endless hot takes are keeping the story alive, turning every text, post, and clapback into viral content. People love a train wreck, and this one has been a runaway disaster. The real tragedy here isn't just a failed marriage or a tainted legacy. It's the harsh lesson on how fast love, trust, and even reputations can collapse when played out on the world stage. In this age of public oversharing, privacy isn't just dead, it's buried under the weight of viral drama. Once celebrated as hip-hop's Bonnie and Clyde, Remy Ma and Papoose were living proof that love could conquer even the harshest trials. Fans rooted for them, inspired by their story of loyalty, sacrifice, and resilience. But now, their narrative has twisted into something far darker, a cautionary tale about betrayal, ego, and the corrosive power of public scrutiny. Their love story was supposed to defy the odds. Remy went to prison, and Papoose stayed by her side, proving that true commitment could endure even the longest separations. But life isn't a fairy tale, and the reality of their unraveling has left fans disillusioned and heartbroken. What was once a symbol of unbreakable love has crumbled into a messy public feud, played out through cryptic posts, leaked screenshots, and thinly veiled disses. Caught in the center of this media, Storm is their 6-year-old daughter, an innocent bystander in her parents' very public fallout. While the internet feasts on every twist and turn, she's left to grapple with a reality she didn't choose. The memes, gossip blogs, and viral reactions don't capture the emotional scars she'll carry long after the hashtags fade. While the adults trade accusations and play the game of public opinion, she's the one who will feel the weight of their fractured family in ways the world will never fully understand. And where does this leave Papoose and Remy? Once a beacon of love and loyalty, they now stand as a stark reminder that even the strongest foundations can crumble when trust is broken. For Papoose, the decision to finally move on seems less like a headline-grabbing stunt and more like a reclaiming of his self-worth. He held her down when many others would have walked away. But loyalty can't thrive in a space poisoned by deception. As for Remy, she faces a reckoning not just with her estranged husband, but also with herself. Her fiery, unapologetic persona once earned her respect, but there's a fine line between being strong and self-destructive. If she doesn't take a step back to reassess, she risks losing far more than just public favor. She could lose everything she fought so hard to rebuild after her release from prison. Then there's Claressa Shields, an unexpected player in this chaotic saga. With her legacy already cemented in boxing history, stepping into this social media maelstrom feels like a miscalculation. Shields has overcome some of the toughest opponents in the ring, but this kind of battle might be too toxic even for her. Her focus should be on her upcoming biopic and her still thriving career, not being dragged into a drama that could tarnish her reputation. And the internet? It's the only real winner here. Social media has transformed this deeply personal tragedy into viral entertainment. Every new post, diss track, or leaked text becomes fuel for an ever-hungry audience eager for the next twist. People love a spectacle, and this one has delivered non-stop content. A train wreck they can't look away from. But when the memes stop circulating and the drama finally loses steam, the consequences will remain. And as much as fans may hope for reconciliation or redemption, some stories don't get a happy ending, only hard lessons about how fragile even the strongest bonds can be.